What's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Diana and I'm the creator of Money Boss Mama, and here I teach women how to save money, pay off debt, shift their money mindsets, as well as stick to a budget. And recently I did start just a little series just discussing different types of accounts you can use to start saving and building wealth for your children. And today's video is going to be all about 529 plans, or 529 college savings plan. So first things first, what is a 529 college savings plan? This is an investment account that allows you to save for education, and these plans are typically sponsored by states and offer tax benefits, which are really appealing to other parents. And what I find really cool about 529s is that you are not limited to your state's plan. So this means that if there's another state's plan that you are interested in, you have the ability to participate in that state's 529. And these accounts can be set up for your children, including your unborn children. So if you are expecting, you can set up accounts for yourself. You can set up accounts for your grandkids, for friends or family members. So you're not just limited to your children. And if you are not expecting and you have no children, you can still set up a 529 plan and get started saving that way. You will just have to set yourself up as the beneficiary, and then once you have your child, then you will change the beneficiary to that child. And I find that a lot of parents gravitate towards 529 plans because of the tax benefits, but also because no matter when your child becomes an adult, you as the account holder still have control. So you do not lose control over the account. So even if that child turns 18 or 21, you still have control over when and how the funds are going to be used. This means that you don't have to worry about that child blowing your hard-earned money because they were not mature enough to handle the funds. Next up are the tax benefits. Now, most states do allow you to deduct your 529 contributions on your state's income tax return, of course, up to the state's limit. And speaking of limitations, there are maximum contributions for 529s. Now, it will depend on the actual state's plan, but the maximum is typically between $300,000 to $500,000 per beneficiary, which is no small chunk of change. Another perk, and one that really enticed me, is the fact that you are not paying taxes on your earnings. Your earnings are deferred from federal and typically state taxes as well. And as long as you are making withdrawals for qualified education expenses, then you are typically not going to have to deal with federal and state taxes on the earnings in your 529 plan. So that leads us into, what can this money be used for? What is a qualified education expense? This is going to include tuition. So tuition from a college, a trade school, a vocational school, or a university. As long as it's an accredited school, you can use it for that tuition, as well as room and board, fees, books, supplies, computer hardware and software, internet access, and other related services. And what I find really cool is that you can use up to a lifetime maximum $10,000 benefit towards your student loans that come from one of those schools, like the trade school or vocational school, as well as an apprenticeship program. And now the money in your 529 plan does not have to be used for higher education. It can also be used for K through 12 tuition, whether it is from a private school, a public school, or a religious school. And you can use up to $10,000 per student per year. All right, and now you are probably like, okay, well, how do I open this account? How I opened my account was good old Google. Plain and simple, Google is your BFF. Literally, all you have to do is get on the browser and look up 529 plan in your state or whatever state you are interested in participating in. And the first 2-3 results will typically lead you to that state's 529 plan where you can open it up. All right, y'all, so I'm going to show you how to search for the 529 plan in your state or whatever state that you are looking to open up your account in, and show you that the first few search results that are going to come back are typically the ones that you need to pay attention to, because those are going to be the sites that lead you directly to where you need to open up your account. All right, so I'm going to randomly search for a 529 plan in Missouri. And you'll see here that the first search result is the one that we need. Most states are going to have like a different name for the plan, but it will typically have 529 in there. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top and click on most 529. And it leads you directly to the website. And this is where you're going to be able to set up your account. And it typically only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So here I'm going to click open an account. And it's going to share with you exactly what you need before you go through the process. Going back to the search results, I'm going to search for another state's plan. I'm going with Texas because I know there's a lot of people that live in Texas. So this first search result looks like the one we need, but I just wanted to scroll down and see if there was anything else that maybe stood out. And here it looks like the legit website. So I'm going to click enroll. And then scrolling down, I was trying to see if there was another maybe more information, but there's other ways to enroll here that it has broken down, but I'm going to click on get started. And once you click on get started, once again, it's going to show you what you need before you actually start the process. The process is really similar to opening up an online bank account. So you're going to need your information. If you are saving for someone else, you're going to need their information. You're going to need your bank account number and your routing number. And you can also set up an automatic contribution as well. If it's like Arkansas's plan, I believe the lowest amount that you could set up was $15 a month. So y'all, it literally does not take a lot of money to start saving for your child's future college costs. And depending on that child's age, that $15 could it could be a huge benefit, because the younger they are, the more time that $15 a month contribution has to grow. All right, so I'm going to show you guys that you don't need a butt ton of money to invest in a 529, especially depending on the child's age. This is my daughter's 529 plan. And so you can see right now, I've just invested $20 so far this year, and I invest $20 per paycheck, so $40 a month. I do have her in a moderate portfolio. It wasn't a conservative, but since she's only 8, I did realize that we had a lot more room for risk. So down at the bottom, you'll see here, I've only put in $18.95 of my own money, and she's already got an earning amount of $433.27. This is free money. When it comes to investing, time is your greatest asset. So start now if your children are really young. That way you do not have to contribute so much money in order to get to your targeted amount. But hopefully this video was really helpful, really quick, really simple. If you have any additional details or information, leave them down in the comments below, and leave down in the comments what account you guys want me to kind of break down next, and I will definitely do that. But I will catch you all in the next video.